Hi lovelies, Jasmine here. So I'm here to share with you a Primp Life heart to heart that I had. God gave me a revelation, and it's funny when God speaks to us, it can be in the most unlikely of moments, and I wanted to share that with you all today. So pretty much last night, and this is probably uploaded a couple days later, but when I was watching the BET Awards, I was inspired by Lauryn Hill's speech that she did, and God spoke to me like through that speech. As you can see, like the clips from the awards, she had a really good tribute. Had a lot of artists like of her creative likeness performing. It was like Doechii and Doja Cat, Queen Latifah, Rhapsody, Common, lots of people, and her children performed for her, which I think was really, really beautiful. You could tell her daughter was like a little bit nervous, but how she sung to her mother, it was phenomenal. My favorite part. Then of course, Lauryn Hill performed herself. She graced the stage, and then she accepted the Living Legend Award. It was presented to her by Ice Cube, and she said something really, really powerful, and this is what she said.
We hold different things, we hold different gifts. Someone else's gifting, I don't know, might be fashion, might be hair, might be consoling someone. It might be this microphone. But that gifting is very important because somebody out there needs your gift. So don't sell your gift short. I'm rooting for everybody to be the best version of themselves that they possibly can, because God made you that way.
God gave each of us a gift. I think that's so important to repeat and to know, because Psalms 139:14, it tells us that we are beautifully and wonderfully made. And just to break down like what that means, it means that God specially made each and every one of us, and he took so much care and time into when he's making each of us as an individual that he gives us our own gift. So like he literally is giving everybody their own superpower, and there's no one else on this earth that's like you. And so when you don't use your gifts, and Lauryn Hill was saying this, in her speech, when you don't use your gifts, you sell yourself short and you sell the world short, because your gift is not just for you, it's for others too. It's just like thinking about like a superhero. Primp Girl, The Adventures of Primp Girl and Friends, she has her own superpowers. Her wings, her magical wings take her wherever she wants to go. All she has to do is flap them. She has deep intuition and discernment. These are her gifts. It's just an example, because we all have our own special gifts. But what stood out even more to me, and this is like really when God was speaking to me, what really stood out even more is she said that be the best version of yourself simply because God made you that way. Like, just sit with that for a minute. Be the best version of yourself simply because God made you that way. God took his time to make us. If you go and read Psalms 139, it doesn't only tell us that we're beautifully and wonderfully made. It goes on to say that he knows the number of the hairs on our head. That's how well he knows us. He crafted us when we were in our mother's womb. He knew us before we even existed, which is why he was able to give each of us a special gift. And which is why we can't sell ourselves short by not using it. And that line, be the best version of yourself simply because God made you that way. It's simple, but it's so powerful. To close this out, as we do here at Primp Life, let's make sure we know that we're beautifully and wonderfully made together. So we're going to say these affirmations. Repeat after me. I am beautiful. I am special. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Take that with you and remember to use your gifts. And all you have to do is be the best version of you. And you already God already made you that way. So shout out to Lauryn Hill for that wonderful speech. And you never know when God's going to speak to you. That's how we print life. Bye, lovelies.